Good evening, good evening. Man, do I got some crazy stuff to talk about tonight. Um, and even crazier than the title, believe it or not. So, we gotta talk. I know that there's a lot of really cool things going on right now, but there are also some really screwed up things going on right now. And I don't forget things, especially major things. So check this out. This freaking fast after Trump gets in office, he holds a press conference thing, and it's him and two other cats that I know of for sure. One of them is going to invest a huge amount of money into putting data centers in the country. But the guy that spoke was saying that one of the things that those data centers would do would be able, the guy explained that how all cancer has like fragments, and that they can use a blood test, and that they can detect every kind of cancer this way by using AI. This is what this guy said. You can go listen to it yourself if you don't believe me. And he was talking about basically they were going to make a custom mRNA vaccine for every single person. And they would cure cancer. They could literally personalize the mRNA vaccine specifically to you. Now, I don't know, man. That same guy was doing an interview, and he was talking about AI technology and drones and stuff like that. And he was all talking about how the drones would make sure that even police would be doing their jobs correctly, and that, this, that, and the other thing, right? Trying to talk up how great it would be if we had, some type of a Skynet. Literally, a Skynet. I mean, it's pretty messed up. It truly is pretty messed up. I don't know. I think that, of course, praise the good stuff. I mean, got to do that. But man, we can't keep from, we can't turn our head. We cannot turn our head. Trump had even repealed some of what they had described was the guardrails for AI, keeping AI from getting out of control too fast. Well, I've got mixed feelings on this. Here's the thing. I believe wholeheartedly they're going to do what they intend to do. But I also think that there is a race between nations. And I really do believe that whoever it is that has the best AI is going to have a leg up. And I think that's why there's a race going on. So I'm not quite so sure it would be super wise for us to hold ourselves back. The thing is, they can do a lot of bad things in a really short amount of time this way. And that's what I'm not so hip about. A guy was even mentioning robots and I believe nanotechnology or whatever. I'm not even kidding. It was absolutely mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. I guess Reuters crying more. There's been a lot of crying. on news headlines. Trump this, Trump that. But even blue huffed. We better keep our eye on this, because AI and personalized mRNA vaccines are no joke. I've actually got an article here. Let me get a drink. I've only got 3 articles up. Okay. What is Stargate? Trump's ambitious AI infrastructure venture. This is from CBS, and I'm telling you, they're just going to be telling you what that guy said. I assure you. Says when President Trump announced the new $500 billion Stargate AI venture from OpenAI, SoftBank and Oracle on Tuesday, he promised it would ensure the future of technology in the U.S. So far, Wall Street appears to agree, with some analysts speculating about its potential to transform the tech industry. Transform a lot of stuff. But the project is also sparking some questions and skepticism, including pointed criticism from one of Mr. Trump's closest advisors, tech billionaire Elon Musk. They don't actually have the money, Musk wrote on X, the social media app he owns. SoftBank has well under $10 billion secured. I have that on good authority. Oh, that's weird. I don't know why Musk would be saying something like that. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman countered that claim, replying to Musk, "Wrong, as you surely know." Whatever the case may be, there are plenty of questions swirling about Stargate, which takes its name from the TV show, yada yada. At a White House, dude, get off my screen, homie. Whatever. Whatever the case may be, there are plenty of questions oh wait, I already did that. No, I didn't. Which takes its name from a science fiction movie. Oh, well, it talks about portals and galaxies. At a White House briefing on Tuesday for the project's announcement, the executives behind the venture described Stargate as an AI project that could also prove to be a transformative, albeit via Earth-based tech rather than intergalactic travel. This will help people's lives. This will help solve many issues with the power of AI, said SoftBank CEO Masayoshi Son, who joined Mr. Trump at the briefing, along with the Altman and Oracle co-founder, Larry Ellison. So much for that, America First thing, right? I think this will be the most important project of this era, added Altman. Here's what we know about the project so far. Stargate is a venture that has a backing of OpenAI, Oracle, and Japanese company SoftBank, with the latter promising an initial investment of $100 billion, according to Tuesday's announcement. The goal, said Sun, is to ramp that investment to $500 billion within 4 years, or before the end of Mr. Trump's current term. SoftBank will hold financial responsibility for the project, while OpenAI will oversee the operations, according to a research note from Capital Economics chief economist John Higgins. Donald Trump's ringing endorsement of Stargate is another shot in the arm for artificial intelligence in the early days of his second presidency, he noted. Where will it be located? Stargate investment will be directed toward constructing data centers to support AI development, according to the announcement. Already, there are data centers under construction in Texas, with the first one located in Abilene. Oracle's Ellison said at the press conference, the goal is to construct 10 data centers initially, with plans to expand to 20 locations of about 500,000 square feet each, he added. 500,000 square feet each. Now, these data centers are going to have to be cooled. and it's going to take a whole lot of water to cool these data centers. That's concerning. What type of projects will Stargate AI pursue? The data centers will be used by OpenAI, according to a person familiar with the project. During the press conference, Ellison highlighted AI's ability to transform healthcare, saying that the tools provided by OpenAI and SoftBank are helping to develop a cancer vaccine. You can do early cancer detection with a blood test, and using AI to look at the blood test, you can find the cancer that is seriously threatening the person, Ellison said. Once we gene sequence that gene tumor, you can vaccinate the person against that cancer, and you can make that mRNA vaccine robotically using AI within 48 hours. Okay? This is insane. How many jobs could it create? Because that's important, right? Mr. Trump claimed the venture could create over 100,000 American jobs almost immediately, while OpenAI, in a statement on its website, says Stargate will create hundreds of thousands of American jobs. New hires for the project will be situated close to the data center locations, according to a person familiar with the venture. Stargate will hire people for construction, operations, and other areas, they said. Now get this. You're going to need some people to build the big-ass damn building. You're going to need some people to fill the big-ass damn building. But you're not going to need a whole lot of people to run the big-ass damn building because it's a frickin' big computer. So it's going to run. You're going to have, crew on staff to make sure that it's getting enough water to cool it and stuff like that. No doubt about that. But you're not talking about a huge crew at any one of these data centers. I mean, I doubt you'd have to have 10, 15 people. I think that would be more than they need. And that would be at one time. So 3 8-hour shifts, 10, 15 people. Most. I don't see why you'd need anything more than that. Sure, to build the damn big-ass buildings, you're going to need a lot of people. But those jobs ain't going to last. So, keep an eye on that, too. What is President Trump's AI policy? Mr. Trump is signaling a sharp divergence from former President Biden's AI policy. Within hours after returning to the White House, Mr. Trump made a symbolic mark on the future of artificial intelligence by repealing Biden's guardrails for the fast-developing technology. What will come next from Mr. Trump, and how will it diverge from his predecessor's effort to safeguard AI technology remains unclear. The new administration didn't respond to requests for comment about the repealed Biden policy. Even so, Wall Street interpreted the Stargate project as a sign that the Trump administration will encourage investment and growth of the AI sector, especially as a way to bolster the nation's AI capabilities as it competes with China for tech dominance. The key role of SoftBank, a Japanese company in Stargate, highlights how Trump isn't hell-bent on excluding foreign firms from participating in America's quest for dominance in AI. Provided they are headquartered in countries that are close allies of the U.S., Capital Economics Higgins wrote. He added the new president seems much less keen than his predecessor on imposing checks and balances on the spread of AI. And in one more section, why are some skeptical about Stargate? Aside from Musk, others have raised questions about whether Stargate's investment will actually reach $500 billion, with Higgins of Capital Economics writing, whether that much will ultimately get spent remains to be seen. Musk also says he has a public feud with OpenAI and Altman, alleging in a lawsuit last year that the company and its CEO violated OpenAI's original mission statement by putting profits over benefiting humanity. After helping found OpenAI in 2015, Musk broke with the company, claiming that the AI firm had veered away from his founding agreement that it would use its technology to benefit the public and that it would open its technology for public use. So, and they're giving us, crumbs. I mean, they're letting us play with some toys. But, dude, with what that can do right now, I can go to Suno right now in a very short amount of time. It's crazy. I don't know, man. I'm not super hip on this mRNA thing. And, with that dude also talking about the drones and all of that type of tech going on, I mean, it's crazy. I think the reason why they need all those data centers, and listen to me on this, the importance of 5G. I kept trying to tell people this. The importance of 5G wasn't a death ray. It wasn't, whatever kind of crazy shit. The importance of 5G was to be able to run all kinds of autonomous equipment, meaning robot cops, whatever. And I've been saying that for a long damn time. Now here's the thing. The only reason why they don't have that stuff is because they didn't have fast enough computers to do it. Now they do. And they've got the capability of using that AI that they're currently using to build bigger and faster AI. It's insane. It is insane. And there is a race, just like there was a space race. Right now there's an AI race. And while the space race was a little vital, and the reason why I say that was actually kind of weapons technology, look at our big dong. We can shoot our big dong over to your country. That was a lot of what the space race was really about. But I think we're approaching a moment similar to that again with AI. And I think there's going to be an AI race. Now, what's the goal? Not landing on the damn moon. I have no idea. I don't even want to begin to think on that. It's not good news. It's really not good news. Now, probably going to be a little bit of a quick show tonight. I got another story here. And I told you, if you thought that was messed up, this is messed up too, in my opinion. It's not something you're going to hear on NBC. I don't think anyway. I could be wrong. So, you remember that whole deal not long ago about how a bunch of rebels got together and they amazingly just fucked up Bashar Assad's military and just walked right in and took the country? Remember that? Fun times? Not that long ago? No, probably not fun times for everybody, including Assad, but he probably made out with plenty of cash, so until he gets assassinated, he'll go set himself up somewhere nice for a little bit and have a little bit of nice, beautiful life until the drone flies over. But who might be flying those drones? Well, why not just go full retard? I couldn't resist. Freemasons eyeing comeback in Syria. Freemasonry is returning to Syria after being banned for over 50 years, according to a statement attributed to the presidency of the Supreme Council of the Grand Syrian Orient Lodges, which was published in several media outlets over the weekend. The group declared that the collapse of Bashar al-Assad's government had created an opportunity for its reestablishment. Assad was ousted in December 2024 after his forces lost control to Hayat Tahrir al-Sham jihadists and other opposition groups. The new authorities, mainly Islamist factions, have promised governance reforms, although political uncertainty remains. For the past 5 decades, the Freemasons' lodges have been officially absent from the Syrian arena due to the security and political conditions imposed by the authoritarian regime, the statement said. It accused the previous government of suppressing any organizations or intellectual or cultural trends that might pose a threat to its secure control over Syria and its people. Now, Freemasons is one of the peoples that they were concerned about doing that. The organization described its return as part of Syria's reconstruction, I'm sure, stating the sun of freedom shines on our homeland and our forums once again, announcing the beginning of a new era that allows the Syrian people to regain their civil and intellectual freedoms. Don't you love it when they spread freedom? So beautiful. So beautiful. It also distanced itself from politics, emphasizing we assure the Syrian people and the Syrian leadership that we are not a political organization and do not seek to interfere in political affairs or participate in political union or party work. Instead, it said its role was to promote the values of tolerance, brotherhood, cultural openness, education, charitable work, and the advancement of society. Right straight down to hell. I added that part. Freemasonry, a fraternal society with secretive traditions, has historically been controversial. Critics have accused it of elitism. No. Unbelievable. Let's see, where the hell was I again? Oh yeah, and having undue influence in political and economic affairs, while some religious groups have alleged that its members worship the devil. The organization has also been the focus of conspiracy theories, often linked to globalist agendas or covert political control. Control. I need an echo button, I know. Syria's Ba'ath Party branded Freemasonry an illegal secret society. Good call. And banned it in 1965 during the presidency of Amin al-Hafiz. Like other Middle Eastern governments, Syria associated the fraternal organization with Western influence, and Zionism, leading to its prohibition. I wonder who was behind Assad getting his pee-pee schwacked. Because, I'm sure this is just happenstance. It's nothing to look at. Freaking crazy, man. We got robot mRNA vaccines that's gonna cure our cancer. We got drones. It's gonna keep everybody, including the cops, in line. It's gonna be beautiful. Damn, yo. That's some pretty messed up stuff. Oof. So here's the thing, and I probably should have said this much earlier, but I don't think, and I want to make this very clear, I don't think Trump is the quote-unquote Antichrist. But I do think Trump could be the person that introduces the Antichrist. And how in the hell do we not know that the Antichrist has something to do with this AI? Or with all the crazy nonsense going on? Who knows what we might get told? I mean, it's literally, there's so much stuff that is kept from everyone. It's mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine what type of things might come out. That's why I'm not entirely shocked by Trump's promising to declassify all kinds of documents and release them. I think there's a whole lot of stuff that's about to get dumped on us. Okay. I've got one more article. Let me get a drink of tea. I'm going to refresh this just in case. It's kind of sucked. You probably heard about it. 2 dead, 2 injured after shooting inside Antioch High School cafeteria. Shooter's home searched by police. Let's see. It says Chief Investigator Jeremy Finley obtained a picture of the Antioch High School cafeteria shooter from a source close to the investigation on Wednesday evening. The shooter was identified by police as 17-year-old Solomon Henderson. And this is the first I'm hearing about this. The Metro Nashville Police Department confirmed to WSMV4 that investigators are searching the home of the shooter from Wednesday morning shooting inside the cafeteria at Antioch High School. No other details. There's another one here. Metro Nashville Police Department has released identity of the 16-year-old girl killed in the shooting. They report that the girl has been identified as Jocelyn Correa Escalante, I believe, and the 17-year-old shooter as Solomon Henderson. The 16-year-old girl who was fatally wounded in the cafeteria of the Antioch High School this morning is identified as Jocelyn Correa. I already said that. They repeated that. Anyway, the 17-year-old boy was a student. Nashville leaders, including police chief, mayor, others, provide an update. Let's see. It just says Chief Drake reports that the 17-year-old student confronted a 16-year-old student in the cafeteria. That's when the boy began firing shots, striking and killing the girl. I didn't know if they had if they possibly had a motive yet. Another student, 17-year-old boy, sustained a graze wound and was treated and released from a local hospital. Drake said that after firing shots, the shooter then turned the gun on himself in the cafeteria. Calls to 911 began coming in about 11:11 a.m., and that's when the mass response from law enforcement began. Here it is. The motive of the shooting is still unknown at this time. Drake also shared that there is material circulating online that's being investigated. So that's interesting. Yeah, I don't see anything more as to any other information. So yeah, that's really crazy and unfortunate. Don't know what the deal was. The young lady, obviously she was Hispanic. The young man, obviously you saw the picture of him. He was black. I don't know if there was a romance at all. I don't know if it was just somebody starting trouble. No clue. Just crazy though. Now one student, because I was watching on the TV, and one student, when they interviewed him, he made a comment that high school had metal detectors, and they took them out. And I'm just like, what? Supposedly, another parent had said that they just put metal detectors in at the middle school. Now, I can't possibly believe that the ones that they took out of the high school they put in the middle school, but I mean maybe. Anyway, this kid got in a pistol, and I don't know. Again, they don't know the motive, but all I know is kid walked into the cafeteria and shot a couple people. I mean, it's just messed up. And then he shot himself. So I got nothing. You know, I don't know if it was just a quick beef or if it was an ongoing feud, if there was a romance involved, or I sat there and I mean, it's just hard to imagine what would be worth going into school and taking somebody else's life. That's just bizarre to me. Yeah, I mean that there's, I don't know. That's just weird. And that I kind of question stuff like that. I wonder if this kid had ever been on any kind of SSRIs or anything like that. Maybe not. Maybe it was a relationship gone bad kind of thing, or maybe it was a feud that's been going on. Who knows? I'm sure probably more information to come out tomorrow. Apparently there's something on social media going around about something. So I have no idea what that is. Sure we'll find out in due time. Anyway, I don't have, that's all the frickin' news I've got. The White House took down the Spanish website that the White House had up. Other than that, I mean, I've seen lots of video of different people being released. Ross, and I'm gonna probably say his last name wrong. Albright, he was let go. So Ross is finally, he was the founder of the Silk Road kind of thing. So he's out though. You know, he had 2 life sentences plus 40 years. So if my math is correct, that's 110 years in prison. 2 life sentences and yikes, dude, 40 years. I'm pretty sure that's 110 years. There was no way that guy was ever gonna get out. And, you know, everybody pretty much agreed. They used that guy to set an example. Him and Kim.com. You just can't simply do something, for yourself like that. Messed up. Other than that, like I say, I don't got anything else. Another fire broke out in California. They're fighting that. I don't know how bad it's gotten or anything like that, but I do know that it was kind of nasty. And if I'm not mistaken, the winds are pretty messed up there. So earlier I saw a video of a big-ass DC-10 jet aircraft carrying in a bunch of flame retardant and putting it down, the red stuff. It's a big-ass DC-10. I mean, it dumped a lot of stuff. But it was working, and then not real long ago, I saw helicopter, the dumping stuff. But from my understanding, it's pretty good size. Hang on. Oh, that's Reuters? Damn it, Reuters. Hang on. I'm just gonna have to... I won't be able to show this, and that's if it pops up. Aha, here it is. Will it show me the story? No, because they're bitch hoes, that's why. So let me open this in incognito mode, and I won't be able to bring it up on the screen, but this is an exclusive from Reuters. OpenAI tells India court ChatGPT data removal will breach U.S. legal obligations. Says OpenAI has told an Indian court that any order to remove training data powering its ChatGPT service would be inconsistent with its legal obligations in the United States, according to a recent filing seen by Reuters. The Microsoft-backed AI firm also said that it was not within the jurisdiction of Indian courts to hear a copyright breach case brought by local news agency ANI, as OpenAI had no presence in the country. In the most high-profile and closely tracked lawsuit on AI use in India, ANI sued OpenAI in Delhi in November, accusing it of using the news agency's published content without permission to train ChatGPT. OpenAI responded to the lawsuit, which is also seeking the deletion of ANI's data already stored by ChatGPT, in an 86-page filing at the Delhi High Court dated January 10th, which has not previously been reported. OpenAI and other firms have faced a wave of similar lawsuits from prominent copyright owners over alleged misuse of their work to train AI models, including a case brought by the New York Times against OpenAI in the United States. OpenAI has repeatedly denied the allegations, saying its AI systems make fair use of publicly available data. During a November hearing, OpenAI told the Delhi court that it would not use ANI's content anymore, but the news agency argued it published works were stored in ChatGPT's memory and should be deleted. In the January 10th submission, OpenAI said they're currently defending blah blah blah. I'm not going to read all that crap. Well, here's the thing. Here's the deal. The only thing that matters is what's going to happen, right? And Trump and his buddies want this AI. So it's going to happen. And, remind me, which Epstein favorite just visited Trump at Mar-a-Lago? Wouldn't that be a Mr. Bill Gates? Interesting. So, I don't think that's going to be a problem for them that want to continue on with their project. Sure, there will be no problem. And if there is a problem, then I'm sure our military will fix it. Like the Mexican drug cartels. Who knows if that's going to happen? That would be absolutely crazy if that did happen. But all we can do is wait and see. All we can do. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I'm kind of tired. I will talk to y'all tomorrow evening. Thank goodness it was a little warmer today. It's going to be a little cooler tomorrow, but we got some fairly warm weather coming up, and I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, I will talk to y'all tomorrow. I hope you have a good night. Shalom.